The Ankh, the key of life, perhaps the most well known Egyptian symbol. It was central to Egyptian life. The Ankh was worn by people in their daily lives, and it was also depicted in tomb paintings and writings. Flower bouquets were even shaped like Ankhs and buried with the dead. Today we are taking a deep dive into what the Ankh symbolizes and what it was to ancient Egyptians and what it is to us today. And we are going to look at various ways we can use the Ankh in our spiritual and magical practices. It resembles a cross with a loop at the top and was carved into the walls of family homes, palaces, tombs, and in mummy wrappings. It was often showed in proximity to the Waz scepter and the Djad symbols, which I talk about in the last video. The Ankh symbolizes eternal life and the connection between the physical and spiritual realms. It was often depicted being held by gods and pharaohs, representing their divine authority over life and death. The Ankh shape has many representations. It symbolizes family. The circle portion is the woman, the lower straight part is man. Their union produces the cross section, which represents children. Specifically, it has been known to represent Osiris and Isis. The Ankh has been compared to the uterus, where life begins. It is often used in fertility magic. Real quick, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I'm Amy, and I talk about pagan pasts, green witchcraft, and things related to our pagan lifestyle. I was raised in an odd mix of pagan and Catholic beliefs and have been an eclectic pagan most of my life. Bastet, the Egyptian cat goddess, is one of my patron deities. Isis, the goddess of fertility and motherhood, and is often depicted holding an ankh to a person's lips to revive their soul and give them eternal life. Some archaeologists feel the shape comes from a knot, which ties all things together. Knots were used in Egyptian magic spells and rituals. In addition, the ankh represents the life giving air and water. Yesterday and today, the Ankh is used as a symbol of spiritual awakening, eternal life, and protection. Many people wear it as a necklace or use it in rituals for protection and longevity. There are so many ways you can use the Ankh in practice to get closer to deities, discover ways to grow spiritually, and increase the potency of your spells. The Ankh is a fabulous tool for your altar. Whether you have a physical Ankh or a representation, it will serve as a symbol of divine protection. This invites the god's protective energy into the space. I often include the Ankh when working with Bastet. In some spiritual traditions, the Ankh is used in ceremonies to represent the opening of a new spiritual path or phase in life. It signifies the crossing from one state of being to another, such as in rites of passage or transitions between life stages. The Ankh symbol was prominent in the ancient gateway of the Temple of Khonsu, which still stands today. The Ankh can be used in meditation to focus on personal transformation, helping you to release old patterns and embrace spiritual rebirth. The Ankh is valuable in manifestation spells. Draw or paint a picture of an Ankh. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect, but when you create it yourself, you imbibe it with energy. On a piece of paper, write down what you desire. Place the paper next to your image of the Ankh. Focus on your picture for 10 minutes a day, concentrating on what you desire. Do this for 1 week and then burn or bury the paper. The Ankh is often used to call upon gods and goddesses in rituals. When invoking deities, a practitioner might hold or place the Ankh on an altar to represent divine life giving energy and to draw blessings from the gods. Both Isis and Osiris are linked to the Ankh. Their love story is both beautiful and tragic. If you are not familiar with it, I go into more detail in the Book of the Dead video. Use the Ankh in your own love story. The Book of the Dead, which I'll link in the description, is a collection of spells from ancient Egypt. It served as a guide for people through death and on into the afterlife. I highly recommend this translation. Rebirth of the sun after its union with Osiris is depicted in the form of a Djed pillar surmounted by an Ankh with arms from the Ani Papyrus. We also see the symbol of wisdom and Thoth via the baboons. The Ankh is also associated with water, a life giving force. In some rituals, water is charged with the Ankh symbol by either dipping it into the water or drawing the Ankh's shape over the vessel, infusing it with the essence of life. This can be used in a similar way as moon water. For artists, writers, or creators, the Ankh can be used as a symbol to inspire creative flow and bring new ideas to life. An Ankh is sometimes drawn on the body during fertility rites, particularly over the sacral chakra or womb, to invite the energy of creation. The sacral chakra is the energy center in the chakra system that is said to be the center of emotions, creativity, and sensuality. It is located in the lower abdomen, just below the navel, and is associated with the water element. Drawing the Ankh in the air or tracing it over oneself can serve as a way to summon life force and restore energy when you are feeling drained or fatigued. In rituals designed to boost self esteem, courage, or personal strength, the Ankh represents the power of life itself and can be invoked to help strengthen your willpower and resolve. Are you a gardener? Add an Ankh symbol in your garden. The symbol of the Ankh shows up historically over 5,000 years ago in Egypt. We see it in many other cultures as the Egyptians traded with other countries. Today we talked about many ways you can use it in your practice, and I hope you do. Feel free to share your experiences with the Ankh in the comments and let me know what videos you want to see. Thanks for watching and have a very witchy day.